Good morning and welcome to our today's segment as we focus on research projects and the role of technology. I'll be your host, Esther Mwint, and alongside we have our guest.
My name is Simon Gure from the Department of Journalism in Computer Section. Yes.
Thank you so much for accepting to be here with us. And maybe in some few words, could you tell us your role in the computer lab?
Okay, my role in the computer lab is just to assist students to do their assignment, research, and mostly to assist them to attend the relevant websites and also to service the computers and also do other duties like set up students' emails, Active Directory. I'm the one in charge for that in that area. Yes.
Thank you for that. And maybe if I may ask, what really motivated you to pursue such line of work?
Oh, since I was young, I liked technology and innovation so much, and my interest started when I was at high school level, whereby I did innovations and technology, and that was my main interest. That's why I find myself on here.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, if I remember very well, you mentioned something to do with your work here is to help students doing their research.
Yes.
Will you briefly explain to us how you ensure that the students do their research using the technology?
Okay. One main aspect is the accuracy. You see, most students, they come to the computer lab without the knowledge of how the system, the computer operates. Mostly they come to know such a knowledge here, and that's where I come in, just to at least to go to the internet and assist them with the right and relevant websites where to get those research answers, whatever the information they want. Yes.
Thank you. Now talking of the relevant websites.
Yes.
What are the common websites that the students have been using to do their research?
Yeah, mostly they use Google app, and also the other suites, Google suites. They do they even do Google Classroom. They do Google Meet, just to continue do their learning. Yes.
And besides the website, are there some AI tools that are found in our computer?
At the moment, when I talk of maybe softwares, which we have here, we have like Office, we have also Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop. Yeah, that's the main we have. But when it comes to more advanced knowledge in that, we can also go further to our studio, whereby you have our computers with softwares, MacBooks, and whatever they can do the assignments there.
Okay, well, thank you so much for that. And maybe if we go ahead and talk of the common mistakes that students are doing using the computers when they are doing research. Always it's advisable that you should not do the plagiarism thing, But when you are here helping them out, of course, there are some common mistakes that they do. Will you mention some of them?
Actually, some of the common mistakes they do is some of students, they go and get information directly from the internet, and you find, without having enough knowledge, trying to explore further, you find most assignments like they are the same, and that bring kind of questions how now it's kind of people are copy paste. So we would like a student to go beyond, like to have the same information, but somehow it looks like this person took time to do this assignment. It's not just copy paste. And by the way, some students are serious about their work, whatever they do thorough, proper research. Yeah.
Wow, thank you. Let me diversify a bit. If I may ask, how do you think the university's IT infrastructure is helping students? Is it really sufficient?
Yes, very sufficient. Technology, when you talk of a service and talk of products,
sure,
When I talk of products, you know what I mean? When I talk of service.
Sure.
So you find that it has really helped in terms of education, and at least it helps students to know what goes on around the world. It keeps updating students and to get the right information on how the world is moving. Yes.
Have you had any challenges adopting the changing, because the technology it's changing?
Yeah, it's changing, and I can say myself I'm very well equipped in such area because I always do these short courses. Like recently I did one to do with entrepreneurship in IT, called the business process and outsourcing ITS business, that is a IT enabled, whereby one can work in a call center or a
Well, another question that I would like to get to know from you is, how do you deal with issues to do with limited access for the students to get the services needed here?
limited access is like, you mean what?
You know, sometimes the students are so many, they need to use the computer lab.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. On how to use these facilities. We normally guide students on timing. Timing, like at least these days, it's not like those days, old days, whereby the internet was just they only come to the computer room. That's where they can access internet. But at least of these days, we have wireless, whereby students they can even work from the hostels, wherever they, as long as they have the device, the laptop, the phone. See, now that's why the difference comes. During those days, we used to limit students. Like each student takes 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, so that the rest can get the access to the computers.
All right, thank you so much. And how do you ensure that the computer lab is inclusive, for example, for the people with disabilities and everybody else that needs access?
Yeah, here we have every person is considered as a very important person, and when you come to the computer lab, you're given your chance, you heard what you want, and from there we are ready. As me personal, as a member of staff, I will be ready to assist such students, at least to ensure they get computers as a first priority.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. So as even we get onto the end, would you please tell us some of the challenges that the students are facing, apart from having they don't have the adequate knowledge with the computers, because that is a common problem to all of them. Have you ever encountered some other problems with them?
Yeah, I've encountered some problem to do with them. Even in the computer lab, we had to come with a mechanism to ensure that computers are safe, first of all, because mouses, they used to get lost, keyboards, and at least nowadays, we have come up with a mechanism whereby we lock them and there's no way any student can interfere with them or can take them. That's now to allow more students to use the computers without any interference. Yes.
Well, thank you. And from your experience, what advice would you give to journalism students who want to maybe specialize in the technology field to ensure effective research?
Well, for me, it's just my advice is just they have to be disciplined. Let them be disciplined. With discipline, you can win. 100%. Whether you have money, if you're not disciplined, you can't. But discipline itself is a key. Whereby 100%, let them be disciplined and have interest, and also they should gain more skills to do with the technicals and technology. That way, it also make your work easier outside there. Yes.
Lastly, but not the least, how do you envision the university's technology in research for the next 5 years?
I can see we're going further because according to our ICT department, we are well equipped with the systems and all the models required by these institutions. And we have a high trained member of staff. So I can say we are taking students to the right place.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We are very much humbled for that.
Yes.
And to my viewer, I hope you got to learn that if you're a student at the University of Nairobi, this is the right place where you can do your research. I've been your host, Esther Mweni. Thank you.